Hey again, everyone. Danny Miles here in Toronto, back for another edition of the Daily Celebrity Challenge on IntoBridge. It's fall in Toronto, it's October, the leaves are turning, but amazingly, the Blue Jays are still playing. Toronto Blue Jays are in the World Series against the Dodgers. That's very exciting. The whole town is kind of buzzing. I was fortunate enough to go to Game 6, so special shout out, thank you to Mr. KW. Maybe we can get a picture of him up there right now. You know, baseball fan, bit of a Bridge fan too. We'll get him into the game, no problem. So that was a lot of fun. It was a great game. And last time I was on, it was my daughter Hannah's 9th birthday. And we've had another birthday since then. My other daughter, Charlotte, turned 7. So big happy birthday to her. And she's already counting points and taking finesses and doing her best to sort of get into the game. I know she plays like lots of games and cards and dominoes and like the New York Times Pips game she loves. So you can see her brain is kind of getting the logic gene, maybe for me a little bit, who knows. So she'll be in Bridge pretty soon, I'm sure of it. Anyway, let's get started here. Our partner has opened one no trump. We're playing Gavin's advanced system, so a little bit more aggressive perhaps. And because of that, I'm gonna pass this hand. Now, there are two choices. I mean, I could gamble Stamen, and if partner responds 2 of a major, I've improved the contract almost certainly, and I would pass. If partner bids 2 diamonds, we could choose to pass, but that would look silly if partner was like 3-3-2-5. We would play in a 3-2 fit, which would just be, you know, not good. Or I could bid 2 hearts over that, saying I'm weak with both majors, partner, pick one. But in that case, we would at best be on a 4-3 fit. So I'm just gonna, you know, I think this is going with the odds and just pass. But, you know, obviously if partner has a 4-card major, and you simulator guys out there can let us know, if I'm 4-4 in the majors and partner has a balanced hand, what are the odds that they also have a 4-card major? I'd gamble that it's certainly under 50% and probably considerably so, maybe 35 to 40%. So I'm going to pass. And again, the auction's not even over. West might balance. No, they passed. Partner has 4 spades. So right away, we've probably done poorly in the bidding, you know, in terms of, I think we made the correct decision long term, but today it doesn't look like it's going to work out. But then again, you know, we do have some tricks outside of spades, and maybe spades break horribly and 2 spades would lose a bunch of spade tricks anyway. So let's see what we can do here. One thing we can see is that the dummy, the south hand, our hand, does not have a lot of entries. You know, we're not going to cannibalize the Queen of Hearts and overtake it to cash our heart tricks. So we just basically want to, I'm not sure if we want to duck the first trick or not. It looks like a lead from either 4-card club suit or perhaps 5-card club suit. I would say it tends to be a 5-card club suit when we've opened a no trump and passed it out. The opponents would generally lead a major against that, but maybe the robots just kind of always lead 4th best from their longest and strongest. What bad can happen if we duck a club? Nothing really. Any shift would be more than welcome. A spade shift, a diamond shift would be fine, because West's going to be on lead. I'm sure they're just going to return a club. The other thing we need to be a tiny bit careful of is later in the hand, we want to make sure that we don't actually lose our ace of clubs. Like if we duck once, win the second club, and you know, unblock our hearts, all of a sudden we may not have a clean entry back to the north hand. But I'm going to take that chance. So here comes the jack, the queen. Okay, so East had the jack. So let's keep that in mind if we're counting out shapes and high cards later. Club continue. Okay, so Queen 10 of clubs. West probably had Jack 5th. It looks like that's a lead from Queen 10's 3rd. And there's the 9. Okay, so West definitely had 2 or 3 clubs as opposed to, you know, leading the 10 from 10-9 back, because we've seen the 9 now. So what we want to do is just get the ace queen of hearts out of the way. And then do we want to chance a diamond right away to the king, or even a diamond, just run the 9 and then hope the opponents do something nice for us? Because 2, 4, 6, 8, 7, we're gonna make our contract if the ace of diamonds is onside. We just have 7 top tricks. But of course we want a little bit more. And so the question is, do we play spades? We're not really going to have time to enjoy the spades, especially since East almost certainly has a spade entry, and he's going to have 2 clubs to cash. So if we lose 3 spades, 3 clubs, and then they've got to go diamonds. So I think we just play for the ace of diamonds on side, to be perfectly honest. And if it's offside, we're going to go down a lot. But the question is, do we cash the king of clubs first? Like I said, now all of a sudden we are potentially going to lose our king of clubs. I don't think so, though, because they're not going to be able to discard enough cards here. So let's play the 9 of diamonds and see what happens. 3, I'm going up with the king. If it loses, that's not good. Okay, it lost. So now back comes the club, and now we're in trouble. So now I think we just bang out diamonds and just hope for something good to happen. Whoops, sorry about that. My screen froze for a moment. Okay, club. Okay, so clubs were 5, 5-3 is expected, and there's a 7 of hearts. We can pitch 1 spade, but then we're going to get squeezed on the last club because we have to come down to doubleton spade here, and we have to unfortunately pitch a diamond here. We just got to hope diamonds are 3-3. They've got the queen and the 10 anyway, so it's irrelevant. 9 of spades will cover to the ace, so the king. Don't tell me the ace, king, and spades were on side. Okay, this is not going well. Can I get a spade trick? No. So we're down a bunch. Okay, the ace, jack of spades were offside. So what can we make here? Let's take a quick peek. I'm sure I could save a trick. Maybe not. It actually doesn't. I can't make 1. They can make 1 their way, but let's check out the double dummy solver. I'm only down 1 on any lead. So basically, what did I have to do? Probably just duck diamonds or go after spades. So have I messed up? No. So probably a diamond to the king was a disaster. So I had to unblock hearts. Oh, it was 10-9 third. Okay. So I had to overtake the heart. No, that would lead to 2 down. That's strange. Oh, because I had to cash the king of clubs first. So I'm always 2 down, and I'm go 3 down when I duck the heart. Okay, so this is a tough one. I think I'm going to have some company there. And just curiously, how does 2 spades would have been down 1 on best play and best defense. So on to the second one. We're vulnerable against not. We have 8 high card points. We're 5-3-3-2. So unfavorable vulnerability, 3 cards in the opponent's suit, 5-3-3-2, light high cards. These are all arguments for not overcalling, but I can't help myself. I have ace, jack, 10, 5th of spades. If they catch me, they catch me. If we overcompete, we overcompete. But it's just so critical to get the right lead in there against like 3-0 Trump, for example, or make sure we if it's a part score hand and partner has a good hand, like 10, 11, 12 points and it's split deck, make sure we can outcompete them to 2 spades. But as it is here, 3 diamonds is preemptive. So partner actually probably has a decent hand. Or East maybe has an off shape strong hand, like 15 to 17ish points, maybe a singleton diamond, and just didn't want a chance 3-0. So we're done. Of course, we're not bidding again. Now we get our spade lead, king of spade. Okay, good. We were not getting that lead without our bid. So this is good because we need to take our tricks quickly. Dummy has ace, king, queen, 5th of clubs. Declare almost certainly has pitches coming, and the clubs are breaking however he needs them or she needs them. So what we'd like to do is we want to get in to shift to a heart, but we may not be able to, but let's see what happens. We need partner to have a doubleton spade. 9 of clubs. That's not going to go well for us. Okay, 10 of diamonds coming. Nope, he's taking his pitches. Okay, partner, that was not good. Partner might have had a singleton spade, though. So 10 of diamonds. So first question, do we cover this? I think we do. Partner, king 9 something something, king 9 something. We want to cover this. Our queen's falling on the next round anyway. 9, 8. Okay, so it didn't really matter. Okay, partner had king 3rd. So it didn't matter whether, Declare was just going to run the 10 to partner's king, and our queen was falling under the ace next round. Okay, so this is going well, not the queen. All right, so if partner underled the king, so he was toast. He did have a singleton club and his spades going away. So he made a bunch of tricks. They made 5. So not great. So I think we could do better if, obviously, if I overtake the king of spades and give partner a ruff, that's going to get us 3 tricks on defense. So that'll hold them to 4. And I think that's all we can do. Yeah. So I had to overtake the first trick. I'm just never doing that. I mean, partner could easily have a doubled in spade. So, and it'll show right here, I'm sure. Yeah, I had to overtake. And once I don't, declare is always making 5. And what can we make? We can make nothing. So bidding was fine, but technically we slipped a trick on defense. So next deal, we have 18 high card points here. So we're just going to open a normal 1 club and rebid 2-no over 1 spade. And now partner does play transfers here. So this is showing a 5 card or longer spade suit. With my regular partner, Jason Feldman, we play a little bit unusual here. We play transfers over 2-no rebids, but opener only accepts the transfer, like bidding 3 spades here, without a fit. So it's kind of unusual. The advantage to that is that you still uncover whether you have a fit or not right away. But if I do have a fit, I can then show my shape. So if I have a fit and I'm like 4-3-3, I can bid 3-no trump. If I have a fit with an extra club, I can bid 4 clubs and so forth. So it allows you to also sort out an extra piece of information for your partner, in addition to saying, yes, I have a fit. So we are going to just bid 3-no here, I assume, because we don't have a fit. 2 to 3 spades, forcing. Oh no, we don't want that to be forcing. What's going on here? Transfer. Okay, so how do I deny spades? Maybe it is 3 spades. Default bid 2 or 3 spades. Okay, so 3-no is some unusual strong hand for spades, I guess. I'm just going to bid 3 spades, which is basically telling partner, hey, I heard you transfer to spades. I'm not telling you anything about my hand. Here we are. And 3-no. So now this is a choice of games now, and I'm going to pass. Natural, he only has 5 spades, so we're good here. Now we're going to try to not slip up in the play and take some tricks. All right, we have 2 diamond tricks, and 3 heart tricks is 5, and 5 spade tricks is 10. We are playing for over tricks. To get an 11th trick, we got to navigate the heart suit. That's one way. Another way to get an 11th trick is to play clubs towards the queen jack twice, hoping an honor is on side. Then we'll score. The defense will just get the ace king of clubs. The problem with that, of course, is they've found the diamond lead, our weakness. So if we win the queen of diamonds, go to dummy, play a club, they're going to win, play another diamond. We can't play another club anymore. So I think what we want to do is just whip off 5 spade tricks and see what happens. Then we have to navigate the heart suit, and maybe the opponents will be nice enough to pitch a heart or to pitch enough diamonds that we can actually play clubs up. So let's see what they do. It's always, not always, but usually a good idea in situations like this where you know your winner and loser count, and you're not sure how to sort of test that little extra chance for the extra trick. Run your long suit. There's no danger here. There's no rush to knock out some other ace or something. Run our long suit, and the opponents may have no choice but to help us. So the first decision I'm going to have to make is, after cashing the queen of spades, am I going to overtake the 10 of spades? Because that's going to lose if spades are 5-1. I'm going to cannibalize my 10, and I'm only going to get 4 spade tricks. Against that, I don't want to burn the queen of hearts entry for a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't want to tell the opponents what's going on and what suit I have, because if I show West, for example, hey, your partner doesn't have the ace or king of hearts, it's going to be a lot easier for them to count out the hand, because they probably know right away I have ace queen of diamonds, I'm going to show up with the queen of spades and the ace king of hearts. Like, there's not a lot of room left for me to have something in clubs, so they'll know what my club situation is. Against that, I also don't want to burn the queen of hearts, because we may end up having a heart finesse against East. For example, if hearts are 5-1 with East, I can cash the king, unblocking the 10. I don't even have to unblock the 10, actually, because I still have entries to my hand. Then load the queen, and West shows out. The other thing is I may force a heart pitch from West's too little, and that'll uncover the marked heart finesse. So I think it's worth it to to overtake the 10 of spades. Although the 8 is a pretty high spot, but we'll see if West follows on the 7. I'm going to overtake 4. Okay, he signaled high-low. I don't think he's got 5 little. Please don't show out. Good. Okay, so we're going to take 3 more spades. We'll pitch 1 club, 1 diamond, and then probably another club. But we'll start with a club. There's 1 diamond pitch. Okay, so West had 2 spades. And probably a heart, 8 of hearts. Okay, that's very important. So are they pitching this from Jack 5th? No. Are they pitching this from Jack 4th? Almost certainly no also. But it's possible. I mean, if they had a 5-card diamond suit, 4 hearts, 2 clubs, 2 spades, that is possible. Let's see what they pitch on this one. There's a diamond, pitch a club, and another heart. No, another diamond. So he's pitched 2 diamonds and 1 heart. So I don't think he started with Jack 4th of hearts, but if we play the 10 of hearts, yeah, saving the 10 of hearts doesn't matter. I mean, East isn't going to show out on the first round, and we're not finessing West for an original Jack 5th holding. Eight, 3. Okay, so if he shows in on this one, we're going to have a guess on this on the last round, I believe, right? Okay, no, we're good. So we have 3 more tricks, and then that is it. Unless we see a high club pitch somewhere. So we actually did get him to pitch from Jack 4th of hearts. If we had, I bet you that if we had unblocked the Queen 10 of spades, played a low heart to the Queen holding, I don't think West would have pitched a heart because they would have known they would have had to keep a stopper there. And so let's cash this. And then I think we might be safe to play the Queen of clubs. No, I'm not going to. Try to get them to crash their honors. I'm not going to. I'm just going to cash my trick. And let's just see if, no, they pitched a club, so we're good. Okay. And the ace king of clubs were onside. So we sort of made the par result there. I think if he avoided a diamond lead, they might have done better. Yeah, we made 5. If they lead a non-diamond, they can hold me to 4. So West led their longest suit and handed me in the over trick. So making 5 there, that's going to be, I think probably for you, that's at best a tie. It's going to be hard to beat me on that one. 4th deal, all vulnerable, a heart, partner bid a spade, and the opponents have values and a fit. We obviously are not bidding. Game try, maybe even a slam try. It's a slam try, okay. Let's hope they get really high and can't handle the 4-1 heartbreak. Doesn't look like that's happening. And 3 spades, let's just go over 3 spades, what that was again. That was control in spades, no extra values shown. Okay, the auction. So partner leads a spade, lovely, just what we want to hear. So Declare has the ace of spades, probably ace doubleton, and Declare probably has king jack 5th of hearts. So king jack 5th of hearts, ace doubleton of spades, that's 8 points, 5-2. They're going to be probably, 6 cards in the minors with probably, what do they have, 8 points, and they were making slam tries, and they bid 3 clubs, showing 4 or more. Yeah, so we're probably just getting partners, maybe ace of diamonds. Declares the ace of diamonds. We're probably getting partners king of clubs. I'm just worried that our diamond trick is going to go away on the spades because Declare can take a spade finesse to the 10 and get 2 pitches now. So we need to hope they don't draw all our trumps right away. Okay. Can you get back to dummy quickly? Let's see. Give us a trick in the minors. Here it is. Nope. All right, another trump finesse, and then he's going to whip off 4 spades. So partner had what, 2 clubs? And Declare had 5 clubs, 5 hearts, 2 spades, and a diamond. No, Declare had 4 clubs, 2 spades, 5 hearts, and 2 diamonds. So both of our diamonds are going away, unfortunately. Unless partner had a 6-card spade suit. That's our only hope at this point. But Declare would have taken their pitches. They wouldn't have burned their queen of clubs earlier. Oh, they were 5-5. Okay, so they've got the rest of the tricks. He doesn't, I don't even think he needs to finesse, but he does anyway. No, he did. He had two diamonds. So what did I miscount there? He had two spades, five hearts, two diamonds, and four clubs. Okay. So unfortunately, partner had to leave the ace of diamonds from ace, queen, jack. That would be a pure match point type lead. Like they're trying for slam. They've confirmed controls everywhere, but not in diamonds. So I'm going to leave the ace of diamonds. That's the only kind of thing they can do there. So we can hold them to 6, of course, if we cash the ace of diamonds. So I think we'll have a lot of company there. I mean, we had nothing to do. We had a two count. So, nothing for us to do other than pass and follow suit. So last deal, we're vulnerable against not. Partner has passed. We have 17, decent 17. It's all aces and kings, no queens or jacks. Just 110 though, and not amazing shape. We're just going to open one, no trump. Okay, this shows hearts. So at least a game trying hearts. So there's a lot of positives. We have a 4-card heart support. So 9+ card heart fit. Partner probably doesn't have 6, although they're bad ones. So maybe he had 6 and passed in first seat rather than open a week 2. But we have a 9-card heart fit, and we have a doubleton on the side, and we have a maximum in high cards. The only negative is we have king third of spades, which rates to not be good, although they may lead the ace of spades if they have it. So we're certainly bidding 4 hearts here. We're accepting. And this actually shows a 4th heart. 4 spades, 5 clubs. Okay, the auction's getting crazy. So partner has a shapely hand, and maybe this is why they didn't open 2 hearts, or perhaps they're 5-5 or even 5-6 in hearts and clubs. We have a really good hand. It's forcing for 1 round. We actually can't pass this. Okay, so we've already shown hearts. The question is, do we cooperate and actually try for slam here? Because what does partner need for slam? Queen 5th of hearts or queen 6th of hearts, ace, queen 5th or 6th of clubs. That's a slam, unless they're 5-5. If they're only 5-5, then we do need another card somewhere. But they probably don't have that. If they were 5-5 with like the king of diamonds and 11 count, they would have opened the bidding. So I don't think we quite have enough to cooperate here. If our king of spades was elsewhere, was the ace, or something, a card elsewhere, of course we would cooperate. But I think we're just going to sign off in 5 hearts. We've already shown, a good hand in 4 hearts here. But 5 diamonds, what would that show? That would be a control and diamond slam try, 18 points. I think we're very close to that. Like our hand is pretty big here. I think I'd prefer actually if my minor suits were reversed, and we could sort of almost guarantee no club loser if we have ace and 1 and partner has king 5th or king 6th, set it up that way. But I'm going to bid 5 hearts. This may be a little bit of a lazy bid, but my king of spades is just probably completely worthless on this deal. So like I say, if it was anywhere else, I'd very happily cooperate here. 5 spades. Okay. And partner says double. We're done. We can't, if partner had passed, then maybe we could think about bidding again, but we're done here. Unfortunately, they're not vulnerable and we are vulnerable. So, I think we were making 5 hearts. And so it's going to take a lot to beat 5 hearts making when they're not vulnerable. So let's defend properly. 3 of hearts. Whoa, queen jack 4th of hearts over there. All right. So this tells us, and partner leads 3rd and 5th, I believe, right? Let's just go back to the auction, make sure I didn't miss anything here. 3 diamonds is 5 or more hearts. Okay, yeah. So obviously we can play low at the first trick. Let's see what's going on here. I just want to take a quick peek and assess the situation here. Now in 4 hearts or 5 hearts, double dummy, it's going to say that we can pick up the hearts for no loser, but that's not going to happen. People are going to cash the ace, or we certainly would cash the ace first, then we could pick the hearts up for 1 loser. But picking them up, taking a first round finesse is crazy. So here we're going to get a spade. What's declare as shape? Let's just check 2 spades. Was that spades in a minor? No, just spades. So 5 or more spades, 0 hearts, and they bid nothing else. So they may even have 6 spades, although partner doubling with a void is kind of a little bit strange. So let's give declare 5-0. They could be 4-4, but no, they can't because partner bid 5 clubs, and 5 clubs showed 4 or more. So declare is probably like 6 spades, 5 diamonds, and 2 clubs, something like that. So they could even be 6-6 and only 1 club. So basically, all we have to do is cash our club when we get in. And I think that's pretty much it. We can't play hearts from our side anymore. Otherwise, declare could take a roughing finesse against us. So we're just going to cash our clubs once we're in. So let's see. We're going to play low. Partner showed 5 hearts, right? So I'm not going to have anything silly go on here. Okay, 6 of spades. Now 7 of spades. Partner was void. Okay, so that doesn't bode well in terms of, us making 5 hearts. That increases the chances. But it looks like they're probably going to get a diamond and a heart. And probably that's it. We can probably pick up the clubs for no loser because the shortness is going to be in front of the ace and it's going to be marked on the bidding. Okay, so do I want to go totally passive here, actually? We might want to do that. So let's win the king. No, I'm thinking, should we return a club? But it's pointless. Declare doesn't need to return a spade. Declare doesn't need to rough anything in dummy. There is a tiny danger that declare has ace and 1 club and a bunch of good diamonds, and that we need to set up our club trick before they knock out our ace of diamonds. So let's do that. Should I play the king? No, I'll just play a low one. Queen. Okay, ace of clubs, partner. 4 of clubs. Okay. So partner underled the clubs back to us. I have no idea why. I guess we're marked with that in high cards. So, I mean, that's basically the end of the hand. We're going to get the ace of diamonds as well. And partner had ace, queen, 4th of clubs, 5 little hearts, void in spades, and 4 diamonds. Does that make sense? Declare was 6-0-2-5. Yeah, that makes sense. So what if we try to tap declare? I mean, it's going to all depend on the diamond suit, like how good declare's diamonds are. If partner has like jack 9, we're actually going to be in okay shape here. Maybe I should play a trump. That takes away 1 trump from the dummy. Then declare plays a diamond to the queen. We win. We just play a grape and tap him. He cashes the king of diamonds, roughs 1 diamond, and hopefully partner actually will then have a diamond trick. So yeah, let's do that. Let's return a spade. Diamond, low, queen, ace. Now we get him with a club. And I'm just trying to think, partner always has a hard exit. Here's the moment of truth. Jack, king, no, 8. Okay, so declares diamonds were good. We're done. Yeah. Partner had 10-9 4th, not jack 9 4th. So partner gets the blame for that extra trick that we didn't get. So making down 2, right? So we ended up getting 300, which was the par result on the deal. We can make 5 hearts, as we surmised, but we would have had to take a first-round heart finesse, and nobody's doing that. So I think in all practicality, we would have gone down 1 and 5 hearts. Although we don't actually have losers, right? Like we have the clubs are good, we have a spade void, and we can rough 2 diamonds in the dummy. But I guess if we rough 2 diamonds in the dummy, now we're losing 2 trump tricks. So it's a trade-off. If you cash, even if you pick up the heart suit, you're still going to lose 2 diamond tricks. So you can't do everything. Now, if they lead the ace of spades against 5 hearts, no, we're playing it from our side, so it's irrelevant. Yeah. So that was an interesting deal, obviously. We can make 4 no trump and 5 hearts or 5 clubs. But as the opponent's bid, not vulnerable, favorable vulnerability, West did very well to keep bidding. So, if you have extreme shape, when you're favorable vulnerability, make it difficult on your opponents. Really get in there. I might have even bid more than 2 spades initially, but once the auction got competitive, 2 spades and his partner raised, you're just going to always bid with this hand. So, technically, yeah, they made the right decision bidding 5 over 5, which is very unusual, but that's it. And so I hope you enjoyed it. That's all for our 5 deals today. And let us know in the comments how you did, and if the robot did anything different against you. Definitely a couple opportunities to win a couple boards in there for you. So Danny Miles signing off from Toronto. Hey, go Blue Jays, and we'll see you again soon. Take care, everyone.